All right, I think we are live. It's good that good sure. So, all right, guys, we're gonna see if this works properly. I tried to schedule this ahead of time. Granted, it was the morning of, but still scheduled technically. Let's see here. Now I gotta bring up the chat box here. Apologies as I gather myself. In the meantime, if you are here, let me know. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I think worst case scenario, I can always go to my own YouTube link and check it. Right? That should work. It's gonna be in a weird delay though. I'm coming, guys. If you guys are in the chat, I'm coming. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right. All right. We got it. All right. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. Sloppy Badger. What's up, Phil? Canadian Mafia. Hello. Robert. I'm gonna try to break out. Let me break out this chat window. Okay. Who else we got? Brian. Hello. Jason from the Razor Company. Enabled Shaver. So glad you could join this very special Halloween stream. We did this, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? A lot of fun. I did it unboxing. No unboxing today. I know most of my live streams have been unboxing. I want to try doing other things. And, people love talking about kind of seasonalness. I know for my fragrance YouTube, people watch fragrance YouTubers, love this. So, trying to break out of the monotony of that format and trying to do it live, maybe get some interaction with you guys, find out some of your favorites. So that is coming up in just a little bit. First off, though, I want to hear from you, chat. What is your favorite, maybe up to three, favorite Halloween candy? Go ahead, let me know in the chat right now, favorite Halloween candy. Okay, you guys did great saying hello while I was fiddling around and trying to get this thing set up. The more we do this, the more I'll know what to do to properly get ready and make it at least a little bit more professional. But yeah, happy Halloween to everyone. So glad to be with you guys today. Phil, thank you so much for the super chat. You rock. Hello. And I know people are probably watching from all different time zones, all different parts of the world. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Just happy to have. We'll be here, not necessarily particularly long, maybe like whatever feels right, under an hour. And as always, if you just drop by to say hello, I really appreciate that. No need to stay for the whole stream, but hopefully you find something compelling in that to keep you around, besides the lovely company of myself and the fellow live viewers. And the other thing, afterwards, hopefully we can truncate this video and get a proper list video from this live stream. That's the experiment we're going today. Let's see. And then going back to the chat to make sure I go back and look. Sloppy Badger, Colorado Springdale? I thought you were on the East Coast. I'm confused. Maybe you're answering something else. The Ranger Company is in Kego Harbor, Michigan. Thank you, Jason. Oh, you guys are great. You're responding to my prompt. Phil is watching it from Poutine Town. Sounds slightly dirty, but poutine's great. Robert is, Robert, I did not know you. Torrance, Southern California. I didn't know you're in California. I learned something today. and Robert being a regular viewer. I love to get to know the regular viewers here and really appreciate everyone's support. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Happy holidays to you too, Enabled Shaver. Okay, and we Candy, the answer to my question. I know this is going to be a like S tier Halloween candy. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Brian H listed that one off. Enabled Shaver. Slight tweak because they do come in different shapes. So he is saying Reese's Peanut Butter Chocolate Pumpkins. I don't think I've had the pumpkin shape. I've had the for Easter, the Easter egg shape. It's like a little too much of that butter for me. I'm too much. It's too much of a good thing. Badger says, "But candy corn, ooh, candy corn is the scorn of many." My son loves it though. He absolutely loves it. Oh, see me, my easy lazy man costume. I am plainclothes Venom. Venom, one of the villains, sometimes ally of Spider-Man. This is to help kind of play off my daughter's costume. She is Ghost Spider, or also known as Spider Gwen. If you guys know, being a 7-year-old, loves Spidey and his amazing friends on the Disney Channel. So that's why she went with Ghost Spider. As a comic book geek, I am a proud father of her choice. My son loves animals and kind of nature. He's going as an axolotl. And my wife is awesome, super crafty, made these costumes. I'll be sure to snap a photo of the kids' costumes when we go trick or treating later, so I can show off my wife's handiwork. She really does such a great job with those costumes. Okay, let's see. Other candies. Robert says Snickers, Butterfinger, and Payday. He likes peanuts. That's the takeaway I get from those choices. I'm a big fan too. Matt Fox. Did I say hi to Matt? Well, hello, Matt. Foxy Matt. He goes with the peanut butter cups, Hershey chocolate bar. Oh, very straightforward. And candy corn. Okay. Robert is letting me know that the video is choppy, and so is John. It might be my internet. Let's find out. Maybe I should close some windows. I do see, yeah. Let me see what I can do on my end. I am bummed that it's choppy. I gotta close out some windows. 1 second, folks. Keep letting me know your candy preference, your top picks for Halloween candy while I close out. I really should minimize like open windows and probably all these what do you call it? These tabs open is not doing me any favors. Just 1 second. Stick with me, folks. Stick with me. Okay. I don't have too much, not too much open here, but we are still very much in the early, kind of like testing thing. Last time I think we had any connectivity issues, but you never know. Okay. We'll shoot anything. Okay. Sorry guys for the dead air. Where did my chat window go? There you guys. I lost you guys for a second. I'm gonna keep reading off some the favorites. Let me know if the stream gets if it does get better. I did close out of a few extraneous windows here, but thank you for keeping me on top of how that's going. Enabled Shaver says Mr. Goodbar fun size. Phil says sour gummies. Phil says zombie drink. What is zombie drink? Let me know. And then Sloppy Badger corrected me. Yeah, North Carolina. That's what I thought. He's from North Carolina, and he chooses Snickers. caramel and sea salt pumpkin seeds. That sounds good. And a tan Z brush. Okay. And folks are letting me know that it's improved. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Okay, so I didn't want to get too far into the stream before if the video was being super choppy. I just shaved yesterday, and I'm not typically an everyday shaver, but I do want to at least share with you what my soap of choice is for a Halloween shave. I might be able to sneak one in before we go out tonight. Think of it at least as an honorary choice, if not what I shave with later. This is going to be more the artwork versus the actual scent for a Halloween shave, and that is Holy Cow's Vor V. I've said before that this is reminiscent of Tom Ford's Tuscan leather, or at the very least, kind of like what a dupe of Tuscan leather might smell like. It's not 100% match, but it's close. Off the tub, which this is actually very smooth. All right, if not Tuscan leather, it at least smells like a clone that I have of it called La Yucawam by Rasasi, and it's a problem. It's basically talking about raspberry and leather. Very nice. I haven't used this in a long time, but really enjoy this one. I know there's a couple of Vorv fans out there watching the channel, so I hope you guys appreciate that choice for today. I mean, right? I mean, that's great. That's great art for a Halloween shave, isn't it? Let me know what else. It says keep it interactive. Let me know what you're going with your Halloween shave today. I would love to know, because I've seen some great fun choices. Let's see. Oh, okay. Phil answered my previous question. What is zombie drink? I was thinking candy, but it is actually a adult beverage with 7 different rums. Great. Enable Shaver asks, are we far enough into the pandemic to go out trick-or-treating with the kids? It might be that I'm in Massachusetts, and with Salem about 40 minutes away. Halloween's happening. I mean, I think most public things are kind of back to relatively pre-pandemic times. So we are going trick-or-treating just around the neighborhood. It's fun. John from Sloppy Badger. Haunted Cabin. That's a McDuff's soap company. I think is the full name. McDuff's Canadian soap brand. Good stuff. Haunted Cabin. Hey, Matt, thanks for stopping by. Glad you could join. I'm going to use that as a segue. So if Sloppy Badger went Haunted Cabin, my runner-up for the Halloween shave, and maybe this is, I could just kick off some of my favorite fall shaving soaps this way. It's Autumn Cabin. There's a whole cabin series from McDuff's. Haunted, I believe, is the newest one, but this autumn one smells so good. Let's open it up. Dark soap here. It's like a warm, sweet scent. I do get. It doesn't necessarily smell like fallen leaves, but something about it gives it the kind of that. Gives that impression, and even like some slight smokiness to it. Maybe like reminiscent of a campfire, or sorry, not campfire. Well, maybe a campfire, but I was thinking fireplace. There's a fake fireplace right behind me there. Yeah, this one's really great. I mean, just in the name. I mean, no way I could leave this one out of today's list. So Autumn Cabin by McDuff's. Really nice. The cabin series. I haven't checked out the other cabins yet. I've only heard good things. So after, I know I've been like droning about this for like the last few videos, but I need to get rid of some soaps so I feel better about buying new ones, and getting some more cabins might be one of those things. Sloppy Badger says Autumn Cabin is the best cabin. All right, so seal approval from Sloppy Badger. Enabled Shaver shared, I'll be using Atomic Pumpkin from PAA today. Smells like a pumpkin chai drink, in my opinion. I love it. Great. I've heard. I've only used Atomic Bay Rum, but Atomic Pumpkin I know has a fair share of fans. Phil, thank you so much for the. Is this? Did you hit that by accident? Well, no, I don't think so. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, and Sloppy Badger says like you're at a campfire. So there you go. There you go. A agreement, hearty agreement. I think so. Yeah. This is different. Let me just tell you behind the scenes here. The layout's a little different. Usually there's a thing that can help me monitor the like how it's streaming and how it's going. Right now it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. It is going though. Okay. Well, Phil, wasn't an accident. Thank you so much, my friend. Let's see. What I grabbed extra soaps here. So it's not a strict like it's a 10. Do I have 10? We'll see how many we get to. It's an informal list. There's no particular order, but Autumn Cabin was a great way to kick off the list given that it's a seasonal list, right? Okay. Well, since Phil keeps hitting that super chat button, I chose this beforehand before we started the stream, but you gotta go with this banger right here. La Mafioso. This is the official soap for the Canadian Mafia show over on Instagram. Some very nice art. Who's the soap by, you might ask? HCNC. It's Hendrix Classics. First time I used Hendrix was with this soap. This one is a cologne dupe, and a very good one at that. It is Le Mal Parfum, which is, why am I blanking? Le Mal is by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I knew it. Something French. So, Phil, part of the Canadian Mafia show, and just friends of the channel overall. This is great. Le Mal, the original. I mean, it's been around for a long time. The keynotes in the original are like lavender, mint, vanilla. I think those three are kind of like the major players. This one, what it's based on, Le Mal Parfum, modernizes it, gives it some extra kind of power and longevity. And I would say, like modern men's fragrances fall somewhere in the spectrum of fresh and sweet. So this one's definitely on the sweet side, not so much fresh, kind of warm, sweet. Maybe like a night. I would say it definitely falls into like a date night type scent. It kind of makes you keep going back for it. But there's the lavender and the mint does give like a little bit of a fresh characteristic to this one. So very easy to wear. Love, gotta support my buddies here too. So great scent if you want to support Canadian Mafia show. If you want to try Hendrix soaps, this one is a banger as well. So that is the second one. This is the second soap we've talked about today. Well, okay, let's see. We lost a few here. Okay. Here's some comments I missed. Phil said, your chest hair carving live coming up. Shaving? Carving? No, I can't. No. So Phil has the chest hair shaves, or the live chest hair shaves. He's got that on lock. I actually don't have much chest hair, so it wouldn't be much of a show. Seems a little too intimate too. Robert says, I'm going with Barbershop de los Muertos. Great choice. He says, I know it's an easy choice for Halloween, but sure smells good. That's another. Yeah, the scent's not necessarily Halloween, but the art definitely's got that. It's got the right vibe, right? Good choice. Yeah, so no chest no chest hair shave. Next one, let's talk about. So number three on this list of I don't know how many yet. I gotta go with House of Mammoth, Hyuga, and I'm probably butchering that. Hyuga, one of my favorite House of Mammoth scents. Fall fluctuates, so it goes between you get some warm days, and this is for New England. I can't speak for the rest of the country, but the weather sometimes gets cool, especially right now. It gets like down to the 30s at night, but it could be up to into like the mid 60s during the day. So we got a lot of fluctuation, but in general, I think a lot of these, the ones I've chosen for today, kind of have a cozy appeal to it, and that this might just be for cold weather scents, but Hyuga certainly has that. There's something kind of inviting. Uh, Hyuga, it's oh man, I forget where the term originates from, but there's something. It's like the next step up from cozy. It's cozy, familiarity, contentment. Is that the right word? It's cool. It's like it represents kind of a more complex concept. Take a sniff off the tub here before I keep going. Yeah, so it's inviting. It makes you kind of keep going back for more. Ben from House of Mammoth, also a friend of the channel, has mentioned. I think there's some oud in here. It's a type of. It's kind of his take. It's an original take on a barbershop type scent because there's a clean aspect to it. It definitely keeps bringing back for more. I This is one I have the aftershave as well as the fragrance for, and I would say it gets more complex in those two other formats, especially the kind of some of the darker characteristics. Oud can be sometimes a little musky, and I think that comes out more there. The soap is very easy to like, but I know sometimes people might find a little more challenging the splash when paired together. But I really love this one. This is one of my favorites between this one and Mood Indigo. Love it all day, every day. And of course, with any of my choices, let me know. I know like Sloppy Badger was, he's familiar with Autumn Cabin. Let me know what you think about those choices. And of course, feel free to share some of your favorite fall scents as well. Keep it interactive. It's not just me. I'm talking here, but it's not just me. Sloppy Badger actually is asking, are you going to get Smash? Smash, yes, I'm going to get it. And that one is a collaboration. Barrister and Man is doing the scent. It is a peach bourbon. That sounds so good. I love bourbon. Peach too. The only peach soap I have in my collection right now is from First Line Shave James. Wonderful, warm, sweet, cologne peach. I think Will from Barrister and Man is going to do something unique with it, and just kind of what it's built around, the concept, which is a cocktail. Is it a peach smash? Well, it's just called Smash, but yeah, that one I'm definitely going to get that one. So, are you, John? Or anyone else in chat? Let me know. Robert is a fan of Mood Indigo as well. Yeah, that might edge out Hyuga by just a little bit, but I'll take either one. I'll take either one. Speaking of bourbon, thank you for providing me a segue by asking about Smash. Is another tribute soap, or this is one that was worked on together by additional friends of the channel. You might know Barrel Proof, and this one is produced by Zangari Man for BBS Live, another Instagram live show. So we had Canadian Mafia show. We had BBS Live, Nate and Mel. This one's such a great bourbon scent. Bourbon, sandalwood, and oakwood are the main players here. Yeah, it's got like a woody characteristic, sweetness, some vanilla. Being a big bourbon drinker, dabbling in other whiskeys as well. Fall time it's a lot of new releases come out during the fall, and they can be quite hard to get. And so I kind of associate the fall with that. Also, I think the cooler weather kind of helps add to the enjoyability of sipping some bourbon at the end of the day or with some friends. So uh, I think I had quite the pleasurable experience of hosting some new friends. I got together, did kind of a bourbon tasting. I got to put together, um, was it I think 3 pairs of different bourbons and ryes. A lot of fun, and these are all friends who kind of live within the same city. So hopefully we can do that again. In general, not a lot of drinking buddies in the immediate vicinity. And so it was great to meet other people who just enjoy that kind of stuff. It's a little bit of a like a food geek kind of thing, kind of sipping, comparing, sharing notes. So this is kind of what this is all the things I'm thinking about with barrel proof here. But it really is a wonderful scent, and I know Zingari Man just put out another release of this. This came out last fall. So if you did miss it the first time, and you're a fan of bourbon, you can't go wrong with barrel proof. So what was that number? That was number 4. We got 4 down. Oh, geez. Okay. Hey, what's up, Ken? Uh, Ken, Shave326, just said Declaration just dropped a peach and bourbon scent at noon. All right. So, like, I'm guessing noon today. I didn't know that. I guess usually Scott from Declaration doesn't announce stuff too much ahead of time, maybe like a day or two. Um, Interesting. Okay. So we got two peach and bourbon scents this fall. So go with, yeah. I mean, I haven't smelled either one, so I have no idea. But that's choices are good. So thanks for the heads up, Ken. I really had no idea. Brian says, I look at the peach and bourbon. Barrister Man, so good. Very nice. Oh, Ed Roberts mentioning some of my early. So I've done Fall List before. Mood Indigo was an early recommendation, and so was Massacre of the Innocents, and that was that funny name is a Declaration grooming soap. And it's a dupe of Parfums of Marley Herod, a sweet tobacco type scent. So those are good. Those are good too. Those are good too. I would say really any of these choices. I mean, I'm trying to cover things that could go that would fit well in the fluctuation of temperatures and weather conditions here in New England. But in general, I probably would group them like my choices into warm weather scents and cold weather scents. And of course, you guys, this is not like the fragrance police, where if you use this in a different season, I'll be all bent out of shape. That is not the case. This is kind of how I choose stuff, how to wear my fragrances. This is how I choose what shave soaps to use, complementary of what's going on outside. So that brings me. Oh, you guys are providing me with my segues here. Since we're talking about Declaration grooming, I got my choice. This is Fake Yellow Light right here. And I got jogged my memory. This one has. I'm trying not to cheat and looking up the looking up scent notes. They're not scent notes aren't listed on here anyway. There is like a subtle leathery note on top of a woody, warm, sweet scent. It might start sounding kind of samey as we go on this list, because I do, I know what I like, and these are kind of slight variations on them. It's not which one we were talking about before. Vor V is raspberry and leather. This one is, I'm not being. This is it's just it's very yeah. I don't think I can go much more than the warm, sweet, and leathery. So it's got a little extra oomph behind it. Fake Yellow Light too has this extra distinction of being a Jimmy Eat World reference. One of my favorite bands, rock or alternative rock. I've seen them live a bunch of times, and I would love to go see them again. now that concerts, live music is a thing once again. Uh, I don't think this one gets talked about too much. So if you have tried it, I would love to hear from you guys. How would you describe it in your own words, whether you're in the live chat or in comments afterwards? Um, just off the top of my head, and I think we are kind of smelling a bunch of scents back to back. It's starting to like mix together. Um, but really like this one, Fake Yellow Light. Doesn't get talked about enough. And then let's go back to the chat here. Enabled Shaver, do you have a favorite fall scent from Southern Witchcrafts? They have a lot of good like fall winter scents, especially if you like the darker stuff. I don't have too many Southern Witchcrafts soaps. One good spring one is Fougere Nemeda, but is it it's either I think Samhain would probably be appropriate. That's got some. Is that like bourbon and pumpkin and spices? That one I've smelled from a friend before. That one's really nice. So Samhain, or as it's spelled phonetically, like Samhain. So sorry to. That's how you'll actually find it, but that's not how the word's pronounced. But it is like spelled Samhain. Yeah, that's Enabled Shaver. That's a good one to investigate. Phil says, I'm wearing Creed Viking dupe today. Ooh, I'm a big fan of that scent. That's kind of like an updated Old Spice for the modern man, but it definitely has a bit of a old school feel to it. Sloppy Badger says, PAA Cider House 5 was a recent addition and my first PAA soap. Well, you have a lot of software. I'm surprised that's your first PAA. That's a good one. I do. That one has Apple vibes. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. That one, yeah, Cider House 5. I kind of grouped together. I didn't bring it down because I don't know why. Oh, maybe because I used it recently. I didn't do a video for this, but it was an Instagram post where we went apple picking. So Barrister and Man Nocturne, which is kind of a apple scent, but it's a little darker. It's got some woodiness and some smokiness to it. Cider House 5 kind of, while similar, they're kind of, they're two unique scents, but they kind of check the same boxes for me. So yeah, Nocturne and Cider House 5, really good fall scents as well. Let's see here. Hey David, didn't see you come in. And yeah, folks, if you came in, please say hello. I know we're going with the stream here. We're about half an hour in. David, have you tried the Stray Whisker After Balm? I have. It's a good one. A friend gave me a little tube of it, and I use it as my travel aftershave balm. It's got a little bit of like some slight cooling, which feels nice after the shave, and it's not too thick or greasy. So I feel like most people will like it. That's the Stray Whisker Aftershave Balm. So from what I've yeah, I'm a fan. I like it. Let's see. And regarding PAA Cider House 5, Enabled Shaver says, I get cider and sandalwood. Sandalwood, that one is great. Okay. Great. Well, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. How many more should we do? I got a few more options here. All right. Let's mix it up a little bit. Next one up, Moon Soaps Amaretto. Warm, sweet, kind of gourmandy. Almond often also kind of smells like cherry sometimes when it comes to fragrance. This one is on the softer side. It's a bit of a cream, so I do bowl lather this one. And now right off the tub, it smells like maraschino cherries. So the cherries like kind of that have been soaking in that red syrup. So you might use it for like an old-fashioned cocktail or for ice cream sundaes. I like both applications. Off the tub, this one has it's quite potent, quite sweet, but there's something about that scent. Like usually, a lot of scents are like, oh, I could turn it off if it's too sweet, but the way this does that kind of maraschino cherry vibe, uh, really nice, really something special about it. I'm just trying to see. Sometimes I get some set notes on the label, but Moon Soaps, some fantastic labels, and it's funny. Some artisans are coming out with releases all the time. Moon Soaps is like, I'm not sure what the average is. I want to say it might be like a new a new scent once or twice a year, and that's in addition. Like once they bring something out, it kind of stays in their main lineup. So there's not a lot of necessarily like seasonal or special limited release kind of stuff. They don't do that when they do add a new scent to their lineup. It's there to stay. It's there to stay. So I kind of like that as someone who is trying to like chill out with too many shave soap purchases. I appreciate that. So if you guys are in the same boat, and I know quite a number of you are, since I've been sharing these kind of this current state of the shaving hobby I'm in. If you're on the same page with me there, Moon Soaps is a good one for that reason. So yeah, Amaretto. Got like a stack of soaps over here. I'm trying not to knock down. Oh yes, I totally forgot. Cella on steroids. It's what Enabled Shaver says. And Robert is also a fan. Looks like Sloppy Badger is a fan. Yeah, it is. I totally forgot that comparison. Cella, which I recently reused, maybe like a month ago. It is like that, but turned way up. Cella is not like Cella has tempered sweetness. I would say Amaretto really leans into it. And it's probably worth mentioning Amaretto too itself is a almond flavored liqueur. Goes in, I forget what drinks Amaretto goes into, but it can be used also to kind of put on top of some ice cream. So either way, food, very, very much a gourmand scent, a very good one. Keeping with gourmand scents, let's talk about Noble Otter. Noble Otter, one of my favorites. This is Thé Noir et Vanille. And I do want to say, like in some of my past fall lists, I definitely have mentioned these soaps. So this is a little kind of just off the cuff as I was prepping for today's stream. What really makes me jive with this season, and even if they've been on past lists, this is a bit more of a remix, right? So Thé Noir et Vanille, you translate from the French, it is black tea and vanilla. So I've seen some past YouTube videos from fellow content creators refer to this one as the Noir et Vanille. So it's not there's a little accent on the E, which makes it tea. Yeah, I know. Foreign languages can be difficult, but with the old computer, with the old internet, you can look up pronunciations, which is a good thing to do. So Thé Noir, one of my favorite, if not my favorite scent from Noble Otter, and probably I think it was the very first one, first tub at the very least. I tried some of the other sample size, maybe Barbar or Flying Hide, which I think was discontinued. Yeah, and this is a few years old, but it's funny right now when I just sniffed it off the tub just now. It is tea forward, and I think in the past either there's a strawberry note in here too, or vanilla. That would always come first, but it's still very robust. But I get a lot. Yeah, that tea note is wonderfully prominent. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to use this. I'm gonna have to use this week. That is a really good tea vibe. This is how you know you have too many shave soaps, because I smell that, I'm just like fall in love all over again. So wonderful. If you guys like tea scents, you don't mind some sweetness too. One little funny tidbit. I forgot where Cody from Noble Otter mentioned this, but he personally is not a fan of making this scent, the fragrance for it, just because I think it's pretty labor intensive, time intensive. So, Cody, if you wind up watching this and there's other fans of this scent, your hard work is not in vain. One of my favorites. Please keep making this for as long as you can. So good. So very good. That, I mean, we're live here. I'm not like pausing the video. Like, man, that tea scent, that is wonderful. That makes me, that made my day. That might have made my day just going through this. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. Uh Sloppy Badger says, "Do not unenable me with your talk of slowing down on software." You can go as hard on software as you like, Sloppy Badger. Enabled Shaver says, oh sorry, Phil says T-Nev is so good. And then Enabled Shaver, another good cherry scent is Highland Springs collab with TRC. Found Cherry, yes, yes. So I have that. That one is on my like to shave with list too. That one and American Vintage from McDuff's. Yeah, so I got some Canadian TRC exclusives to use. So that'll be coming up. Okay, let's keep going. We're almost there. That was number 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was number 7. So Te Noir Avenue was number 7. Maybe we'll cap it off. Let's cap it off at number 8. Top 8. We got top 8 list here. We got top 8 fall shaving soap scents. Top 8 fall shaving scent. No, top 8 fall shave soap list. Yes. Hopefully I can use that. I can use that as an intro later. All right, so let's go with last but not least, number 8. And then again, these were not in any order in particular. We got Retreat from Katie's Bubbles. This could probably double as a spring scent. What this is here is a wonderful blend of citrus and sandalwood. Also, Retreat, kind of a peaceful, sunny, wooded landscape. Definitely matches the vibe of the scent. Yeah, it's like sandalwood can be done like sandalwood actually is probably in a lot of these scents, but you can, depending what it is combined with, can give you a very different vibe. And the fact that this has a little bit more of a lightness to it, I think it does fall into that, versatility, kind of a range of temperatures. And Katie's Bubbles, just Chris, and Katie's Bubbles has been around so much, has been around so long on the wet shaving scene. As a artisan, as someone who's very knowledgeable about fragrances. So anytime I have a chance to give a shout out to Katie's Bubbles, I'm going to take it. And so Retreat, you may not have heard of it, but this is a really accessible, really wonderful scent. And I think this is one I have the aftershave to. And if I can get it in time, I think I would like to add the actual fragrance, the eau de toilette, into my collection as well. So that's how much I like it. So yeah, really nice calming scent. I think let me add that too. It's a really nice calming, kind of meditative scent. And those kind of scents are good too to have in your lineup, where I think if you are really into wet shaving, you're slowing things down, taking your time with your shave, these kind of scents, also like lavender forward scents, kind of put you in a very like contemplative state. And this Retreat falls into that. And that's probably good. These are all fall centric soaps, but they kind of have different. Even within that category, there's different vibes that they can give. So, it's kind of nice. We have a nice variety. But that's my list. I'm still hanging out with you guys. So now that you've seen my choices, let me know, especially live audience, what are some of your favorite fall scents? So let me know. I mean, I'm definitely open to trying new stuff as well. I know we talked about the different cabins from McDuff's, so that's on the list to try out. I think that's the main one that came up. And then there's a few other ones that I have already that I haven't shaved with yet. Again, I shave every other day. Sometimes I go like 3 or 4 days without shaving when things get really, really busy. So if you're wondering why it's it's slow going, that's why. That's why it's not super. It's not super messy beard growth that comes in for me on a daily basis. Let's see here. Okay, so checking the chat here. Enabled Shaver. He says, speaking of tea, I just picked up Musashi. That's from Gentleman's Nod, and he loves it. Very good. Another good tea scent. It's got jasmine tea, I believe. Sloppy Badger says, American Vintage is good. That one's gonna be fun to use. It's got a picture. The name too is a reference to some very well-known American electric guitars. And it's got like a Stratocaster and it's like a Fender Reverb amp. I think it's just over there, but the art's nice. And it's got, just sniffing off the tub, it's got a prominent leather note, so it kind of has a very masculine appeal. And those who like leather and other notes in their sense, that might be a winner for you. Phil says also he's going to get Project C from A&D. Are you talking about the Biggie soap? Phil, let me know. That one I think it was Project C, and then when it was kind of using the Notorious B.I.G. art, he renamed it to Project B. And there's a name that I can't read, but it's a first Canadian shave. Blod Avdrecki. That's also from Phil Wetshave. Sloppy Badger says Amazel Nut. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hey HD, how's it going? Happy Halloween to you too. He says boo guitars. This coming from the pianist organist. Guitars are great. Who would you play with? Who would be in your ensemble if you didn't have like a good someone playing some jazz guitar? Phil has a lot of good suggestions. Tobacco Oud from HSSC. Although I haven't used that one, but that one sounds good. Sloppy Badger says Lothar, Oregon. That's one I didn't get. I know it's coming back, but Lothar, Oregon. Is it Sloppy Badger? Is it a woody scent? I forget what the main scent notes for that one is. R. Oh, HD says it's true. The guitarist on the gig last night was fantastic. No complaints from me. That's good. HD is a prior guest on the podcast. He's a gigging professional musician, and I think usually like jazz ensembles, right? So a lot of times it's like a trio or a small ensemble. So the guitar's got a support, but not necessarily overtake like in other forms of music, like rock music. You know, you got some wailing guitars, solos, which are all great too. But you got to do the right thing for the right genre of music. Hi, Paul. Hello. Happy Halloween. Thanks for joining. Yes, Robert. I did try Lothar Namka. I like it. I would put it's a very strong, stout, polarizing scent. I would put it in my winter list. I don't think it's so good on the warm fall days. I probably wouldn't reach for it. I do enjoy it. That one I did cover it in the past video as well. What I have from Lothar coming up though, as far as new stuff, is Lonnie. And that's one where, actually, when we did the live last week, off the tub, it was very, very quite musky and animalic. I did get one test shave, so a little preview. I got a test shave in with it, and it is a very enjoyable, very rich, darker sandalwood type scent. And I only have the shave soap right now. I wonder for me if it might be too dark. If so, soap kind of tempers a lot of stuff, chills it out a bit. In the aftershave, or fragrance format, it's when that pure liquidy form, I think it might be overpowering. We'll see. I'm gonna get it in for another shave um, before I do my video on it. But Lonnie will be the next one I cover. But so far, uh, I don't know if I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I disliked it upon opening it, but um, I definitely have to be in the mood for it. Very much like Namka, I have to be in the mood for it. But I will say that Lonnie is much more accessible than Namka overall. Other things here, other chats. Bear Certain Man Sandalwood, also very warm for fall. That's a good one. Yeah, I think I subconsciously did not choose one from Bear Certain Man because like Nocturne is my like fall Bear Certain Man scent, and I feel like I talk about that one too much. Um, Otherwise, like that honorary mention. Yeah, that's the honorary mention. Bear Certain Man Nocturne. Let's see what else. Oh, Fougere Gothique. That one should appear in a lot of shaves for Halloween. After the Rain from Declaration Grooming. That's an old school Declaration soap that I have not smelled in person. Black Mountain, Murphy and McNeil, The Great Bear, very sweet and warm. Oh, okay. John, is that The Great Bear is the name of the scent? I take it because I know Black Mountain does scents, fragrances, and obviously Murphy and McNeil provided the software, the soap base for that one. Sask Shaver, you snuck in here. What's up? I tend to use my soaps that I like for fall, also for winter. Yeah, yeah, very much, very much. I don't think you necessarily have to subdivide, but like if I didn't have any kind of parameters, I'd have too many soaps to choose from, and I needed to leave some, like Namka from Lothar, for a future winter list. Because hopefully, I enjoy doing the live streams, and hopefully you guys enjoy it too. I do appreciate your company. Tabak from Paul. Okay. Yeah. I I could see Tabak as fall winter. I think some people would say Tabak is also a year round kind of scent. Oh, Ishtar, Robert. That's a. Can you remind me who makes Ishtar? The name of the soap maker. I've heard only good things about that one. That one's got some oud in it too. Yep, yep. Okay, Sloppy Badger confirms the Great Bear is the name of the scent. Thank you. Yeah, that one. I want to say that one came out last year. There are so many releases. Oh yes, the name Ishtar is made from an Italian soap maker, which how do you pronounce that? Abate illa Mantia? Is that right? I don't know if you yeah. AB not AB AYLM. Is that do they ever abbreviate? Is it pronounced Abate? I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Oh, Ishtar is a favorite of Sloppy Badger. And then Sask Shaver. Whoa, he's got quite the list here. Let me take a drink of water before I read those out. Okay, so Sask Shaver has quite the list here. You should make a video on this, since fellow content creator here. He has listed A&E Choco Cubano, A&E Chasing the Dragon, Fougere Gothique, Bear Certain Man, Sterling Alighieri, HSSC Eclipse, B and Bear Certain Man Hallows, McDuff's Autumn Cabin, McDuff's Backcountry Bourbon, First Canadian Shave Notorious, and those are all some examples. Very good list. Yeah, we talked about McDuff's Autumn Cabin earlier too, Lyle. Enabled Shaver says, can't forget about Raza's favorite, Vespers. Raza in the shaving community has many, many tubs. I'm not sure how many. In the 20s, possibly more, of Bear Certain Man Vespers. That's one because it's got kind of a pseudo Christmas theme. Not even pseudo, it's a Christmas theme. A little bit different. That's that will be on my winter list. It's funny, yeah. With fall and winter, I have very clear choices in my mind from Barrister and Man. Like, what are my favorites from there? And I don't know if Vespers is my all-time favorite. It's up there though. It's up there. Vespers is very good. That'll be a little preview for my winter list. Sloppy Badger. This is not a moonshine glass. It's just a mason jar with water, but or whatever clear liquid you'd like to imagine I'm drinking. I finished my coffee already. So yeah, some great. Maybe let's do a brief recap. So again, the honorary mention to today goes to Barrister Man Nocturne, which I did not bring down here. And in the order that we shared, we had Macduff's Autumn Cabin, followed by Le Mafioso by Hendrix for the Canadian Mafia show. Sorry for all the clicking and clanging. Next, we got House of Mammoth, Hyuga. Then we also had Zingari Man and BBS Live, Barrel Proof. I feel like these are out of order now. Oh no. This might not be the order that we talked about before because I think I moved stuff around. Declaration Grooming, Fake Yellow Light. Moon Soaps, Amaretto. Noble Otter, Tenor et Veni. And last but not least, Katie's Bubbles, Retreat. So that's my fall list for the live stream. I definitely appreciate all the different suggestions that you guys gave. Loved hearing your opinions on my choices. Of course, if you agree, disagree, want to add your own choices, use that comment section down below. But I think that's going to do it for the live stream, guys. We're coming up on an hour. It's got to go grab some lunch as well. It's lunchtime here on the East Coast. So let me just double check the last few. Oh, people just guessing what the clear liquid was. Vodka, gin, sambuca, rum. I like dark rum. But yes, it could have been the light rum. Definitely moonshine. And then Enable Shaver threw in one last suggestion on Zingari the Master as a great fall barbershop. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much. If you're here for the live chat, I really appreciate you. I think most of you guys stuck around for the whole time. So loved having you with me as we went through this list. Happy Halloween to everyone out there. Have a happy and safe holiday. And I'll catch you in the next video. All right. Take care now. You guys rock. Let's see if I can. Here we go.